Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning with me, Brigand Hall. We're going to enter the Isles and see what the big deal is. Alright, there's probably just a couple of Praetorians. We'll just get a quick Manonsaurus, or Manonsaurus, Linero Faust. Alright, let's talk to the quest giver first.
Who's there?
Ottern Rice, or
Well,
Reese.
look at you. Don't seem to be quite as busy as the other humans working the scaffolding. You might be perfect. Listen, stranger, would you like to earn a bit of coin? No sweat off your brow, promise.
Might be perfect. I am matter-of-factly perfect. The Isles.
Lost? The Basilica Gnostra is home to Edessa's scholars. The Forum is the center of Edessa, and behind that is Livrarium, Edessa's library. The Consistorium is, well, under construction.
Okay, scholars.
The scholars are the most educated gnomes. You could say they are the thinkers of our society.
Okay, librarium.
The Livrarium is our storehouse of knowledge. The works of many scholars, sages, historians, and mages can be found within.
Okay, and the forum.
Even in its unfinished state, the Forum is a perfection of architecture, a fitting place for the seat of our government.
Okay, Basilica Gnostra.
The Basilica is where the scholars of Edessa reside. Not many assistants there besides me, but I manage.
Okay, Ottern Reese.
Every now and then, the
Oh,
scholars
excuse me.
take an assistant from the laboratories in the walls to the Basilica. Right now, that's me.
Okay, what's this experiment about?
I don't know all the details about it. I assist many scholars with their works here. I know that Scholar Naren was involved in linguistics. It's safe to say the experiment will likely be some verbal study.
Okay, where can I get started?
Scholar Naren has quarters in the Basilica Nostra. Speak with her and she'll get you started.
Alright, how can I start the experiment?
You need to speak with Scholar Naren in the Basilica Nostra. She'll tell you what to do.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go talk to these other two NPCs real fast. Linero Faust.
Keep the peace, stranger. I know you are welcome to Sandstone Villa, but we've no need for any outside trouble.
Okay, Praetorians.
We are the backbone of gnomish society. The scholars are the brain, and the Templars are the will. But we are the means.
Okay, Linero Faust.
I am the leader of the Praetorian Watch within the Isles. Me and my guards ensure that nothing jeopardizes the institutions we've built here.
Edessa.
Edessa is a coveted prize. We've turned a barren stretch of desert into an oasis of knowledge. So we Praetorians must protect it. Very well.
Alright, sounds good to me. Let's go talk to this other guy on the other side.
What can I do for
Okay, that's the first time I've seen that armor type. Also, his sword is very tiny.
What?
Alright, Manonsaurus?
As an outsider, I think you'll find there's a lot to take in when walking Edessa. Are you enjoying your stay in Sandstone Villa?
Manonsaurus.
I am an assistant in the laboratories. I one day aspire to work in the Basilica Nostra, where the greatest scholars collaborate.
Okay, laboratories.
The laboratories are where the practical magic studies are performed. Our findings go to the Basilica Nostra. We use them to create new theories of laws and magic.
Okay, Basilica Gnostra.
That is the home of Edessa's finest minds. They have been freed from thinking about tangible science, of practical limitations, and experiment only in the theoretical.
Okay, and Edessa.
Edessa was not founded for trade or power, like Rathir and Melsenshire. We were founded to study, with the Livrarium at our heart.
Alright, so we have... That's the Livrarium. That is the Forum. And that is... This should be the other
Farewell.
thing. The Basilica. Now let's go into the Forum first. Hello, Templar. Montano?
Well, our newest guest, I hope you are enjoying the Sandstone Villa. It is a lovely building.
Alright, Templars.
The Templars are the leaders of the gnomish people. We are many, and sometimes at odds, but we have the goodness of our people, all peoples, in our heart.
Okay, Templar Montano.
I sponsor many of the scholars of physiology and humoral applications in the Basilica Gnostra. With all that's happening, the world will need healers.
Okay, persuasion training.
The art of rhetoric is essential for any Templar to master. And of course, I excel at it more than anyone. But such knowledge is better shared, agreed?
Edessa.
This city will be a beacon to all of the other races, to let them know of our artistry, our resilience, and our mastery of knowledge and magic. Be well.
Okay. Scholar. How about over here?
Blessings to you.
Eric Porth.
The Alpha
Porth.
have a grand
Porthy?
city in Rathir, but stone for stone, I would rate Edessa among the greatest cities in the world. Or I will when it's complete.
Okay, the walls.
The walls are home to the assistants, the mundane researchers like myself. We strive to ensure that the institutions of the Isles are optimally supported.
Okay, Eric Porth.
I perform a number of odd jobs and studies on behalf of the researchers in the laboratories. Always work to be done.
Dispelling training.
I took up learning it as a hobby. Next thing you know, I'm good enough to share the knowledge. All for the right price, of course.
Edessa.
This city will stand for centuries. You can tell that already just by standing here. History is being made as we speak. Farewell.
Okay. I think that's all the named characters in here. That's fine. Fine by me.
You wish to speak? Blessings to you.
And to you as well. A note, to whom it may concern. Templars made it very clear that no explicit actions be made against the guests that will be housed in Sandstone Villa. The matter of the guest stay will be handled by the offices of the Templar and no one else. You have our thanks. Ooh. We're high priority. All that crate bashing we're doing is actually leading us into a deficit, which is fine. It's not like we're hurting for money.
Yes? Yes?
But again, each time we swing our weapon, it costs us 10 gold to repair. Alright, the Basilica Nostra. Heard a lot about this place. Jern Valis, or Valise, or Valici. Scholar, Praetorian. Alright, stuff to do to the left first. Some side questing. We'll take care of that first.
Well, look at you.
Yeah, look at you. A frying pan. Trade manifest.
I've heard that someone was helping my subordinate, Corden. It seems he has lost a very, very important letter. While I applaud your diligence in tracking this to me, I'm sad to say that Corden's error is grievous. He will be punished for losing the letter.
Oh yeah, a Scholar Aaroncourt.
While my background lies in the study of magical acuity contextualized by race, Somehow I ended up being a Basilica liaison to the Domus concerning Fae and Alfar.
A Basilica Gnostra.
It is the product of centuries of learning. Here we distill the experiences of our race into axioms, knowledge that future generations may live by.
Okay, Odessa.
The scholars first found this crater, brimming with strange potential. In studying the area, more equipment than people came, until a city was born.
Okay, you requested the letter. Why?
That is a half-truth. I requested the letter of Cordon, true, but it was not my idea. That came from a higher source. The Templars have reached a tentative quorum regarding our stance in the war, but a cautious few requested I draft this letter. A Templar must be obeyed. But what can be done when they give conflicting orders? So I had the letter written, and Cordon lost it.
So you're setting Cordon up.
Damn it all. I knew that Dirty Traveler was not capable of performing even the simplest of tasks. I will not allow you the privilege of extorting me. I will resign my position and name Cordon as my replacement. We shall see how he fares.
Well, probably better than
I
you.
would be very careful if I were you. You are known to the Templars, and it was never their intention to treat you lightly.
I'm not concerned. I could slaughter this entire city single-handedly.
I see.
If push came to shove, of course. Alright, Vian Severus.
I've waited so long for these. There are some things you simply cannot do with ordinary blades. Beautiful, exquisite things.
Okay, scholars.
My colleagues are always at the forefront of research. I must stay at my best to keep up.
Okay, a scholar Vian Severus.
I got my start doing vivisections in the laboratories. I showed enough knowledge of humoral balance and physiology that I was asked to join the Basilica.
Okay, Basilica Nostra.
It is where the greatest minds of the gnomes, the scholars, can determine the underlying rules and laws of existence. From here, our power is born.
Okay, Odessa.
The city has no parallel, and it's only half built. I can't even conceive of all the contributions we will make to these lands in learning and policy. Very well.
Alright. So I think that was a... Did I complete that quest? I thought that was a, That was a bounty board quest for the
You wish to speak?
Iron Fast Keep. It looks like we're done, so never mind. Don't have to worry about it now. Alright, let's go up here. Scholar... What's her face? Or what's his face? Jern Valis.
Have you visited the market? I hope you will consider the Arcadian treating you any supplies.
Alright, can't talk to him. That's fine. Don't want to anyway. Another note. I've already received several complaints from the scholars and the walls about losing the Sandstone Villa as new workspace. Apparently this guest, whoever it is, takes precedence. I find this hard to believe, especially with what happened at Alistar Tower. But this is coming from high up. Not much for us to do regarding it. D. That's Naren that we need to speak to. Just a quick look-see in here. Is there anything worth taking?
Well, when I sent Ordern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself. But he has done well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work.
That's twice I've been called, well, almost perfect, I guess. Scholars.
Not all the scholars are dedicated to academia. Some, like Ailily Ehrencourt, are put on bureaucratic duties between projects. It's not always ideal.
A scholar Cleus Nirin.
I've specialized in the study of languages and discourse. Of course, the Basilica sees no end of political applications for my research, so I'm happy to be well funded.
Okay, a Basilica Gnostra.
The Basilica is currently funding more remote experiments than ever before. Why would they do so much work externally? Makes it difficult to keep track of it all.
Okay, this is a language test, right?
In so many words, yes. I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues. But it requires calibration. Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues.
Okay, fine. Can we begin?
Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin. Yes? If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name.
I'm gonna go with this one. Gersh Rob Milg Zwivs.
Well, on to the next question. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer?
Sense Rim Nil.
I see. Here's my final question. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from?
Yizgoi.
Well, that was less successful than I would have liked, but the data will be useful to me nonetheless. I'm happy to have had your help with this. Take these potions as a reward with my thanks. Yes?
This is a fun little quest. I didn't have to go anywhere and do anything. I just went and talked to somebody, they talked to me, and we completed the quest. No, oh, we already spoke to Otter, didn't we? Jurin Valis, we can't talk to. I think we're done in here. Let's go talk to Otter real fast, so we finish this one quest, so maybe he'll...
I was lucky I ran into you. You have no idea how hard it's been to wrangle an experiment for Scholar Nirin. Goodbye.
Alright, cool. So we're done in here. We just have one more building to explore,
You wish to speak?
which will progress the main quest. And the Traveler quest line. This is the big building, as far as I understand. The first building built in Edessa. Doesn't seem that big. The good news is... which one is it? Toad's Collection 7. I don't know if I want to read this, but we're going to. The Lustful Elf. Soon a bell sounded, a tin ring, and through the threshold paraded an ensemble of the most fabulous young Varani maidens Amalur could produce. Their effect on me was quite magical. So much beauty and fellowship together, I could not begin to fantasize. So magnificently graceful did they appear as they gleefully pranced into the chamber, heels flying, exhibiting the most lascivious inclinations. So ripe their forms, so pure was the sky blossom whiteness of their necks and faces, shaded by avalanche of brown and blonde hair, which waved in the light like chains of woven ember eyes. Falling in many ringlets over their beautifully curved shoulders, was their eyes, half hidden in the nest of flowery lashes, glowed with a hot, blatant immorality, made them look like, it's supposed to be Helios, not Helois, descended from the sun throne, rather than anything of our weak human creation. It's only 8 of 10. Hey Phasmer, you're for the Travelers.
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squirrel-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed.
Okay. Travelers.
Lot of followers with their heads in the clouds. They're not seeing things because they're too busy kissing the Hierophant's dung-covered boots. I'll show them.
Okay. Phasmer hum.
Been a bit since we crossed paths, hasn't it? Well, after I got free of that curse, I joined up with Grimm's crew. Ain't been some lily liver after what happened at Rithen. I'm stronger now, faster. Better thief than I ever could have been under the Hierophant.
A Livrarium.
They say this place is the bright center of knowledge, but there's a coldness beneath these floors. Like something hidden.
Arian, King of Cups.
Egg-eating, swill-sucking, take-it-in-the-eye for a side, twig-wrenching traitor. Stew-brained wretch. Send me to die, will he? He'll get his. I swear it.
He probably didn't know. What else is there?
Grimm learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgarin came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll have to find your own way out.
What are the Missives of Sable?
Some old book. Don't look at me for what's in it. The value that those cursed scullions place in the missives is what concerns Grimm and I.
Oh, what is the Shroud of Omission?
I don't know if Trilgarin made the bloody thing or stole it, but she said it's one of a kind. Place an object under the shroud and all the world forgets it existed. Seems useless, eh? But in the right moment, it's a damned waggish bedlam.
Alright, I'm ready. How do I enter?
Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. There might be pint pots, but these gnomes will become vicious if they get wise to you. Right, you better go. Be quick about it. I'll distract them. Let's do this.
Alright, I'm not going in yet. Especially with the Praetorian standing right there. It's crazy talk. Alright, let's get a look-see. What do we got? Donis Very.
Good day, stranger.
Good day.
Ah, enjoying a tour of our great city. It is beautiful. From here all the way to Sandstone Villa.
The Forum.
The Forum is a place for all gnomes, where we Templars are humbled by the people's trust in governance.
Templars.
We are the principals of Edessa, so to speak. With our hands and voices, we guide our brethren and neighbors.
Okay, Templar Donis Ver.
I oversee much of our economic relations with other powers. Gold is the road to diplomacy, in many respects.
Okay, Livrarium.
I must get back there soon. I don't spend nearly as much time in the Livrarium as I would like.
Good news, you're there right now. Basilica.
Perhaps the greatest house of learning in all of the Phalans. The complexity of ideas and the thought within is truly astounding.
Okay, and Edessa.
It was born during the early years of the war, though thankfully away from the conflict. Travel far.
Yes.
Tales Collection 8. Quintessence of Debauchery. O Lucind, how you danced before, resisting all my endeavors to further my cause, claiming that you, who I knew to be an adventurous little thing, would not consent to such naughtiness with the lords of the court about. If we did not behave better, they would certainly catch sight of our playthings, and drag us from the lunar gardens. I then set forth that we should prepare the bath, so as we might clean ourselves, dirty as we were. First my tunic and my trousers, and then yours. You simply smiled, dear Lucin. Then, at my word, we shall throw them from the balcony together. You giggled, your sweet shame overshadowing your hunger for such a joyful tryst. But I overruled your objections, and stripped my undergarments, crossing the balcony to commence unlacing your gown, till nothing was left on you but the sweet covering that Lyria gave you, my lovely Lucin. Then together we let our vestments fly. Brother Till is a pervert. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that before, but Alright, anyway. Kalanat Etrine.
I'm happy enough to see a guest marveling at our city, but I certainly don't have time to join you. There is much work to be done. Yes, yes.
Whoa! Sorry, I probably got a little loud there. His head just... Oh, he cranked his neck real good. Alright, so... What is this? Inspect Chapter 1 Preliminary Plans. According to the title, this is a chapter from the memoirs of Galanan Hegum, the gnomish mason who designed and oversaw construction of most of Edessa. There's an interesting note near the bottom of the page, alluding to a treasure hid somewhere in the city. Okay. Let's take a gander real fast. Alright, Chapter 1, Preliminary Plans. When I first looked upon the site, it was but a crater with a glimpse of opportunity for greatness. From the nearby quarries of Apatir, veins of whitestone, rare for Datir, were unearthed, and from that was born my masterpiece. The city would be a shining jewel among the red rocks, a rose in the desert. It all started here in this simple library. Once a fortress, a place for study, it has since become so much more. All tales begin and end in these halls of knowledge, including, reader, a tale that starts with you. My city is my labor of love, and one that seeks to know it as I knew it will be rewarded. There is a prize, hidden in plain sight for any curious enough to find it, if the searcher will but walk from the birth of this city to its end. First I built the Livrarium, and once it was completed, I turned to the Praetorian garrison to protect and uphold the truths we house in these isles. Okay, well I'm sure the quest marker is going to take me where I need to go, but I'm going to try not to use the quest marker for that quest once we actually get it started. Templar Octian.
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events.
What did you expect?
For starters, I expected you to be rotting in a sandy ditch somewhere. Supper for the carrion birds. Understand, you and I are alike. All we both want is to see this business reach its end.
Okay, well your plan failed.
Did it? Here you stand, suspecting me of a great many crimes, yet unable to lift a finger. Tell me, who has the power?
My hammer has most of the power. Get me to Frentrinio.
Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you. Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research.
And why are you hard to kill?
A long career supporting vivification research has left me with certain advantages. You could say I'm more resilient than most of your enemies.
Well, justice will be done.
The wise and the foolish both die. Is that justice? With the will of souls, I can change that. I can choose who deserves life. To think that Hughes gave away such a gift to you. Well, we've seen how you wasted your life. Perhaps I'll give Intrinio your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion.
You know how I died?
Of course. And it's such a pity you'll never find out.
Whoa, oh, he's fighting me. He shot me with a fireball. Alright, well, here. Oh, he blocked off the way back. I was gonna do the Traveler quests first, but okay, that's fine. We'll chase him down, I guess. Hold on, can I pull this guy? There we go. Alright, everybody calm down real fast. It's actually blocking me out. Okay. It says it's blocking my ranged attacks. It's actually blocking my movement. Let's pop one of these, I guess. So annoying. Alright, it's all good though. Come here, you. Quit floating around, you ghost. You want to bet? The execution was so funny. Oh, right. Let's go back in.
Well, if setting fire to the Livrarium and hiring assassins is not an admission of guilt on Octien's part, I certainly don't know what is. It is clear that we Templars must make him assume responsibility for his actions, overt as well as hidden. Even though you went against my explicit instruction, you were effective. You have my respect.
So Octien's finished.
Should he survive the wounds earned in battle, I should think so. To that effect, I have ordered a moratorium on all of his current studies and projects. All, perhaps, save this mysterious Well of Souls. That one will take some deliberation, considering its various ethical and societal ramifications. Regardless, Gnome Society is in your debt, and we always pay what is owed.
Alright, I need to find Ventrinio.
Ventrinio Desalini. One name I never expected to be brought into this business. It seems he has escaped the gallows yet again. I believe your friend Scholar Hughes may be able to help. While you were here, my people found him salvaging the tomes Octien attempted to burn. Now, you must excuse me. A Templar has fallen from power, and Edessa's political buzzards are circling. You again. What is it you require of me? Do get to the point.
What happens now?
You can leave me to deal with Octien. I believe Fomerus Hughes is on his way here, with information more pertinent to you.
Okay.
Greetings.
Enter the vaults. Talk with Hughes. Alright, he's here.
It was my mistake to assume that Octien would go quietly, or that he would leave evidence behind. Such a waste. Some of those books he burned were centuries old, but luckily for us, I was able to salvage some from the flames.
Is there anything of worth?
Oh, a great many prizes. Treatises on the nature of death, tables upon tables of autopsy analyses, but only one item of true value. Octien's diary. Based off of what I've read in these pages, Ventrinio has been working on an island off of Cluricon.
That's behind throughout the lines.
True, but this young lady says she has a way to fix that. I'm not sure how you know Elinshire, but she seems quite eager to speak with you. When you meet Ventrinio, be careful. His genius comes at the price of his sanity. He may want to kill you the second time around for good measure. If he hasn't yet gone completely mad, Ventrinio should be able to get you into Alabastra.
What about your work?
Unfortunately, research on the Well of Souls will be put on hold. Octien organized it in secret, and the other Templars will want to learn all they can of it. But I do not think I'll be idle in the meantime. With Octien out of the way, there will be need of a new Templar in Edessa.
Unraveler. Defeated Octien and exposed his scheming, thereby proving that... Whoops, sorry, I hit my desk. Thereby proving that unmaking the threads of fate is often as important as measuring and spinning them. Plus 5% experience bonus when I have 2 levels left to go. Ventrinio.
My old colleague, Ventrinio Desalini. For a time we worked together under Templar Octien. He was a brilliant scholar, but a terrible person.
Alright, and Ventrinio's assistant.
Octien's journal shows that Ventrinio's assistant died during an important mission into the heart of Alabastra. I don't know how to say this, but the date of the assistant's death is shortly before you came back to life.
Fascinating.
You carry a grave responsibility now, my friend.
Okay.
Hello.
Enter the vaults. Is that another entrance to the vaults back here?
Yes.
Maybe that's where I come out at later on. Alright, so let's get back to the... Oh, that was Alan Shear.
Hello, aye.
Almost looks exactly like her, right? Let's just be talking to her anyway. Where's that quest take me? I'll have to go to Melson Shear. Okay. Well, we have this to do. That's our next priority.
What?
So let's get to the Livrarium, and we'll start that quest in the next episode.
What? Yes.
Whoops. Alright, we'll call the episode here, and the next one we'll descend into the Livrarium vaults and see if we can't secure the... what's it called? Missives of Sable. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.
What?